Leuka fund these John Goldman fellowships, and I think that's important for two reasons. One, for those of us that knew John, he was very committed to wanting to ensure that we train the future generation of clinician scientists. I think the concept of clinician scientists is becoming, a rather unattractive one for clinical academics. You're not a full-time clinician, so you're viewed by your clinical colleagues as not doing, quite as much as they are. You're viewed by your scientific colleagues as spending time with patients, and therefore you're not fully committed to doing this. Having people working on a disease that really understand that disease, understand the impact that it has on the patients, I think remains hugely important. And for me, putting clinician scientists, well-trained clinician scientists together with very well-trained scientists is the optimal combination that we can have to really advance the field. And I think charities like Leuka that are understanding the need for that and acting to try to preserve that is very important. Otherwise, I fear we're going to see the death of clinical academics within the university setting in the UK. For us, the real challenge to develop our people going forward is getting those individuals who've gone from being a postdoc in somebody else's lab to setting up their own independent lab. Those individuals aren't yet in the position to have sufficient preliminary data to go to bodies like FRCPath or to Cancer Research UK, and you need some way of kind of pump priming individuals. So I've got individuals in my department, Sergei Kryzov, who is funded by Leuka now, in whom this was absolutely instrumental funding for him to have his first postdoctoral fellows in place to be able to really kind of make that transition, give him the time to stop going into the lab, doing the experiments himself, and having time to really think about what it is he wants to be doing next. And importantly, getting the right kind of solid preliminary data that he's going to need to get to the next step. And I think these transitional grants to help early track individuals to make the transition into independence is a hugely important thing that we can do. And of course, one that CRUK has stopped doing, bloodwise isn't available. So it's becoming even more important that we have other avenues we can go to try to get that kind of funding to move our individuals forward to really advance their careers.